Hello everyone. So in this class we are going to study the problems that is symmetrical that is unsymmetrical fault analysis in case of module 2. Okay, that is the first problem is for the radial network shown in the figure, a three-phase fault occurs at point F. Determine the fault current and the line voltage at 11 kV bus under fault conditions. So this is the network he has given. You can see that there are two generators G1 and G2 are connected to 11 kV bus and its data is given, and there are two transformer. Always the transformer T1 which is at the generator side is always step up, so it is 11 bar 33, and this is so it is T2, so it is a step down transformer because which is at the receiving end side, that is 33 bar 6.6 kV. Okay, so this is a 66 6.6 kV bus, and this is a 3-meter cable, and its impedance is given point Z equal to 0.135 plus J 0.08 ohm per kilometer. This is, so this is impedance is per kilometer. You need to convert into whole length of the transmission line, okay, into 3. If you multiply, so it becomes, that is the value of impedance for this whole transmission, that is for cable. Okay, so the fault is occurring at this point. So he has not given and he has given select a base of 100 MVA for the entire system and a base kilovolt of 33 kV in the overhead line. New base values are given. So that's what new MVA base equal to 100 MVA, new kilo base on overhead line. So overhead line, this is 30 kilometers overhead line. So that new kilo base 33 kilovolt he has given. Now I need to find what? Because in order to find the new kilo base of any one side, I should know in order to find new kilo base of any side, I should know new kilo base of any one side. In this case, new kilo base of overhead line is given. Using that, I should calculate new kilo base of generator side and new kilo base of cable side. So this one already you studied in the module 1. So that's what new kilo base on overhead line equal to 33 kV given. So new kilo base on generator side, this side, equal to what is the formula? New kilo base on generator side equal to new kilo base on other side, is overhead side, that is 33 kV into ratings of generator on generator side. What is that? 11 kV divided by other side rating. So that is 11 bar 33 kV. So it is 11 kV. Similarly, new kilo base on cable side equal to what? New kilo base on cable side equal to new kilo base on other side of transformer, which is that overhead line. What is that? 33 kV into ratings of the transformer connected to cable. What is that? 6.6 here, isn't it? This is a step down, 6.6 divided by other side rating of the transformer, that is 33. So we will get 6.6 kV. Once you got new kilo base, so find the reactance of generator. You know formula, xg1 new equal to xg1 volt into MA base new by MA base volt into kilo base volt square by kilo base new square. This formula I already studied. Just substitute the value. What is the old generator reactance? First one, so 15% means J.15 into MA base new value we selected 100 divided by what is the old MA base of generator? 10 I have written into old kilo base of generator is, so generator is connected to 11 kV bus, so it is the 11 square. What is the new kilo base on generator side? You have calculated 11, so 11 square by 11 square, J 1.5 per unit. Similarly, reactance of generator G2, same formula use. What is the old value? 12.5% means J 0.125 into new MVA base is 100. What is the old MVA base? He has given 10 into new kilo base of old kilo base of generator is generator G1, G2 is connected to 11 kV bus. Obviously this voltage will be 11 kV, so 11 square divided by new kilo base of generator side is already calculated 11 square, so J 1.25 per unit. You got this? Okay. Next, we will calculate reactance of T1, transformer T1. So that is XT1 equal to, so formula you know, what is the reactance of transformer? Reactance of transformer, so 10% means 0.1, J 0.1, so old MVA is 10, okay. So you know how to calculate this one, J 0.1 into 100 by 10 into old base square is, so you can refer to any one side. If I am referring to secondary side is old value 33. What is the new value? New component, that is component connected to secondary side is overhead line, its new kilo base is 33. So 33 square by 33 square. So it is J1 per unit. Similarly, reactance of T2 calculated. This is J 0.08 into 10 by 100 by 5 into 33 square by 33 square. So you will get this. This one already was studied in the module 1. Next, impedance of overhead line. So Z overhead line equal to formula you know. Ohmic value into, because overhead line is given in ohmic value. See this? It is in ohmic value is given. So formula is how to convert into ohmic value into per unit. Z in ohm into MA base nu by kilo base nu square. So here what is the Z impedance of over cable 0.27 plus J 0.36, that is for per kilometer. Okay, but for I want for whole kilometer, whole length of the transmission. What is the length? 3. That's why I am multiplying it with 3. Sorry, this is 3. Sorry, overhead line, no? Overhead line, correct. So this is overhead line, see here, 0.27 plus J 0.36 ohm per kilometer. What is the total length? 30 kilometers. So that's why I am multiplying by 30. 30 into this one, MA base new 100. What is the new kilo base of overhead line? 33 square. So you will get this answer. Similarly, impedance of cable, same thing, Z in ohm into MA base by kilo square. This value is given in per kilometer. So what is the length of the cable? 3. 3 into this impedance into what is the MA base new? 100. Old is, sorry, new MA base 100. What is the new kilo base of cable? 6.6 square. So you'll get this one. Now I need to find pre-fault voltage. That is what is the voltage at this fault point just before fault occurs. You just remember one point here. When the generators or system is on no load, the pre-fault voltage is always 1 per unit. See here, this in problem is given. Is not given any information about the load. See here, this is on no load condition. Okay, so on no load condition, you remember pre-fault voltage is always 1 per unit. You should remember that. Okay, because now I am going to use Thevenin's circuit. Thevenin's circuit means what is that? I need to find fault current. Fault current means IF equal to what? VTH, that is Thevenin's voltage by Thevenin's impedance. If I know Thevenin's voltage and Thevenin's impedance, I can easily find the fault current. Okay, I am using that concept. So since the system is unloaded, the pre-fault voltage VPF equal to 1 per unit. Okay, hence Thevenin's voltage or pre-fault voltage equal to Thevenin's voltage, and Thevenin's voltage VTH equal to V pre-fault voltage 1 per unit. This is clear why I am taking 1 per unit. In any system, when the system is on no load, its pre-fault voltage means voltage at the fault point just before the fault occurs is 1 per unit, and your Thevenin's voltage equal to pre-fault voltage. So now see here, we are using this concept IF equal to VTH by ZTH. Now you got VTH, Thevenin's voltage. Now I need to calculate ZTH. How to calculate ZTH? In order to calculate ZTH, you remove all the voltage source from this equivalent circuit. See here, this is the equivalent circuit of the impedance diagram, pre-fault voltage equivalent circuit. So you remove all the voltage sources from this impedance diagram, and looking from the fault point you find the impedance. Okay, see here, now I am removing voltage sources here. I am removing these two voltage sources, means I will get remaining this circuit. Same thing I have done here. See here, I remove these two voltage sources. So what it becomes, your ZTH equal to these two are in parallel, J 1.5 into J 1.25 divided by 1.5 plus J 1.25, and remaining are series. So series I have written. Calculated, you will get this answer. Okay, so now I have written Thevenin's circuit. Thevenin's circuit, how you have written? Thevenin's voltage already calculated 1 per unit, Thevenin's impedance, so fault current equal to fault current equal to what? Thevenin's voltage by impedance. Substitute it, you will get this one. Now I need to calculate base current because I want to convert this into actual value. Base current, we have formula 1000 into MA base divided by root 3 into kilovolt base. So 1000 into fault is occurring at the cable side. What is this new kilo base? 100. And what is the new kilo base of cable? 6.6. Substitute, you will get this answer. The actual value of fault current equal to per unit value into base current. So this is per unit value, I substitute as it is, and base current this one. So you will get 1714 amps at an angle minus 70.8 degree. Now I need to calculate the voltage. Okay, how to calculate voltage? To find the voltage at 11 kV bus during the fault. So this is the figure 1. From figure 1, it can be observed that the total impedance between point F and 11 kV bus. Because I need to find voltage at this 11 kV bus. In order to find voltage at this point, I need to find the impedance between this 11 kV bus and fault point. See, these are all in series. Up to this I need to calculate. So that's what I have written. See here, 0.93 plus J point, this one 0.55 plus J 0.16, this one plus 0.744 plus 0.99, this one plus J1 plus J1. Okay, you got this one, Z1, take it as Z1. Voltage at 11 kV bus equal to what? How to calculate? Z1 into fault current. Z1 is this one, fault current is in per unit, so already calculated. So you get this one is the per unit. So I want to calculate this one, convert into actual value. Actual value equal to what? Per unit into base, because base equal to actual by base, per unit equal to actual by base. So actual value equal to per unit into base. So this is the per unit value. And what is the base voltage at the 11 kV bus? That is base voltage 11 kV. So you get this answer. Okay. So this is very important problem. It usually appears in the question. So all the exams, you just go through the previous question papers, and if any doubt, so we'll discuss this. Okay. Thank you.